She possessed a voice that could flip from a whisper to a combat cry in seconds. But Dolores O'Riordan wrote her band's most aggressive anthem, Zombie, entirely alone in her flat to shame the terrorists of her own country, proving that a 5-foot-tall woman with an acoustic guitar could roar louder than a bomb. When Dolores auditioned for the band, then called the Cranberry Saw Us, the boys gave her a rough cassette tape of a chord progression they had been working on. They didn't expect much. Dolores took the tape home and returned the very next day with the full lyrics and melody for Linger already written. She sang it for them, and they were so stunned by her talent that they hired her on the spot. The song, which became a global smash, was written about a soldier she kissed once who then ignored her at a disco. By the mid-1990s, the Cranberries were so successful that Dolores became one of the wealthiest women in Ireland. At the age of 24, she was reportedly the 5th richest woman in the country, ranking just behind superstars like Enya. Despite her punk aesthetic and combat boots, she was a multimillionaire who lived in a massive 10,000-square-foot mansion. Many people mistake Zombie for a general anti-war song or a song about actual zombies. It was actually a furious political statement against the IRA, Irish Republican Army. Dolores wrote it after the 1993 Warrington bombings in England, which killed 2 young boys, Jonathan Ball and Tim Parry. While other Irish bands were afraid to criticize the IRA for fear of retaliation, Dolores publicly disowned them, singing "It's not me, it's not my family," to tell the world that the terrorists did not represent the Irish people. Dolores' unique singing style, specifically the way her voice cracks, flips, and yodels, is known as keening. It is a traditional Irish vocal technique, sean-nós, historically used by women during mourning or at funerals to express deep grief. She combined this ancient, haunting folk technique with modern grunge rock, creating a sound that was literally impossible for American bands to copy authentically. Despite the rock and roll lifestyle, Dolores was deeply religious and maintained a strong Catholic faith throughout her life. Her mother even named her after the Lady of the Seven Dolores. She was invited to perform at the Vatican for Pope John Paul II in 2001 and 2002, and later for Pope Francis in 2013. She considered meeting John Paul II to be the highlight of her life, describing him as saintly.